On this episode of Lapeef Let's Talk,
there's one reason why she referenced Diddy, because all women move the same way around Diddy. It doesn't change. Only thing that changes is the rotation. The behavior is the same.
You mean the rotation? Because Diddy is who Diddy is. So
However you want to label it, the point is that he get the same results regardless. And
because
it
of
don't
his
matter who the
money.
chick
But
is.
he a
They all.
unicorn though. He not most men.
Wait, you can't change it up. You can't say, oh, but he a unicorn. You got to keep the same consistent answer,
But it's
right?
not
That's what
consistent
it's not.
because different
You
men
just
get
said
different
that
things
every
out of women.
woman needs something different, but he get the same result from every single woman that he interact with.
We don't
He's
know
the
that
common
for a fact.
denominator, and that's because
We
he
only
got
know like the
money.
people publicly we see him with.
Got
We
you,
don't
Courtney.
really
I saw you.
know.
But y'all
Yeah.
switching up. Come on.
We're not switching up. I think every woman on the panel has something different that they need to feel comfortable.
I think every woman on the panel wants a man to provide.
Men need to create a space for women to be submissive. I feel like women should be submissive already. A man does not need to create a space for you to be submissive. What's the other point she said? I really don't listen to men. I wouldn't really take advice from her with her track record, honestly. What was your question, JR? Sorry.
It was just your reaction, but then also too, it seemed as though she was equating safety with somebody that has money. Because I know Diddy, Diddy definitely got a bag. So it was almost like, did you see it when she was standing next to him? So would you equate somebody that's wealthy as a form of safety?
Safety financially, yes, but safety in other aspects, no, because there could be a man that is fulfilling you financially, but he's not fulfilling you emotionally, right? Because he's so busy working. So I don't know if that's what she meant by that at all, because I didn't hear her say nothing about money. Did she? I don't think she said anything about money on that
No, she
clip.
didn't say anything about money. No, that was just me just thinking.
I
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, I think that when she was talking about safety, I genuinely think that she was talking about emotional safety. Because Carisha is like, a lot of people are very judgmental about like how Carisha moves around, right? And I just don't think Diddy is. I think he done seen everything that there is to see. And they can have real conversations without him being like, oh, you did that? Or like, ooh, you like, they can just have real conversations and she not feel judged and she feel like she could just be herself. I think that's what Erica was saying when she meant like she feels safe and she doesn't feel like he like demeans her for like, because I'm Diddy, you need to be the fucking behind me. You know what I mean? Like he's like, no, stand right next to me, post up, right? So I don't know. I think that's more so what she meant, but we don't really know. It's just our
Who did
interpretation.
Carisha date before?
Who in the
Oh, sorry.
fuck is
Go ahead.
Carisha?
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to figure out.
Carisha is one of the two city girls. There's JT and there's Carisha. JT is with what's his name? She's the one that went to jail. Carisha's the one that didn't go to jail.
Okay.
I thought you were talking about the one that dated Chris Brown.
No.
I'm
Well,
tripping.
maybe
I didn't know either one of them ever dated Chris Brown.
No, the skinny chick that dated the baseball player afterwards.
yeah.
Karuchi.
I don't
thought
think
we were.
I don't think we know about
no,
I don't think we know
no,
about
no.
none of this, y'all.
so
I don't think we know about it.
I don't know who
maybe
dated
Diddy.
who.
And maybe Diddy is a sugar daddy. Maybe that might be the case. It's coming off last weekend. Last week's show.
He looks like he's probably a consultant. I feel like he gives her great advice on moving around in the industry. I feel like that's what they talk about.
Okay, that's what they call it now. Consulting. Okay.
Hey,
Logic. Why don't you jot that down on your notes, man? Consulting.
That's the new
Who
word
is he? Oh, he's my consultant.
That's not my friend no more. That's my consultant.
I'm gonna need y'all not to do that because I fully do consult in real life. Okay.
What
So
type of consulting,
we're
girl?
not doing that.
What type of
Business
consulting?
consulting. Business consulting. I empower creatives.
Okay. All right, Miss T. What are your thoughts about the Erica Mena video? And her talking about safe is the key. That's what she said. Safe is the key.
Okay, so I do agree that I agree with what Eileen Gal Q said. As far as like, if you're submissive, then you're submissive, right? There's not going to be it's not going to be required or necessary for a man to create space for you to be submissive. You are who you are. However, what I will say is whether or not you're willing to continue to submit to his leadership, and where he's taking the relationship after maybe he's betrayed your trust is something different. Because you do need safety in order for there to not be um safety and comfortability, because they're not one and the same, right? If you're safe, you feel protected. If you're comfortable, you can kind of just be who you are. And I'll put these buzzwords in: resting your femininity, right? So I think her messaging, like I understood what she was saying though, as far as like you need emotional security, because what I do know of Mena is that she seems a bit emotionally like just all over the place. So if I'm just gonna take it from that perspective, I feel like she probably means like emotional security. Um, she needs that emotional security to feel safe, but I wouldn't take advice from her either. She's a bit
A man.
unstable in my opinion. Yeah. She's a
She's
bit
a whole
off the
man.
wall, off the rocker.
She need a muzzle
Very
sometimes.
aggressive. Yeah.
Hey,
She's
can you give me an example of emotional security?
a man. Emotional security looks like being able to have open, honest conversations with your man where you guys have a balanced, like you guys have great communication, you guys resolve conflicts in a way that's not inflammatory. Um, like you guys are able to um just essentially like be yourselves and be transparent and be honest and not have to um like there's nothing that's your best friend. Like that's an example of having like like emotional security in my opinion.
Okay.
That shit don't make no sense. You know what? If we pull 100 women, they have a different answer. You know that, right?
I mean, you got 5 right here that you only got one answer and you started laughing.
There is
So
no one answer. Every woman, what she needs to feel safe and comfortable is different for every woman. There's no blanket statement, and a man definitely can't be the one to answer to that. So
Yeah, men can, and all women are the same. They all the same. They all need the same thing. They all move the same way around a certain dude, which is one reason why she referenced Diddy, because all women move the same way around Diddy. It doesn't change. Only thing that changes is the rotation. The behavior is the same.
you mean the rotation? Because Diddy is who Diddy is. So
However you want to label it, the point is that he get the same results regardless. And it
because of
don't
his
matter who the
money.
chick
but
is.
he a
They all.
unicorn though. He not most men.
Wait, you can't change it up. You can't say, oh, but he a unicorn. You got to keep the same consistent answer,
But it's
right?
not
But
consistent
it's not.
because different
You
men
just
get
said
different
that
things
every
out of
woman
women.
needs something different, but he get the same result from every single woman that he interact with.
We don't
He's
know
the
that
common
for a fact.
denominator. And that's because
We
he
only
got
know like the
money.
people publicly we see him with.
Got
We
you,
don't
Courtney.
really
I saw you.
know.
But y'all
Yeah.
switching up. Come
Yeah.
on.
We're not switching up. I think every woman on the panel has something different that they need to feel comfortable.
I think every woman on the panel wants a man to provide.